Hey guys, how's it going? Josue back again with another video on HearmeRaw. I know it's been a couple of days, but life has been happening, been going through some things. But yeah, I wanted to share this video real quick. It's gonna be a short one. It's gonna be a short one, and this is one that many people need to hear, especially if you're an empath. Especially if you're very sensitive, if you're sensitive to energies around you, if you're sensitive to people and you can feel their pain, you can feel their struggle, you want to help them out, you know, you feel like it's your job to help them. So you go out of your way, right? You go out of your way to help people. You go out of your way to try to please people. You go out of your way to try to make people happy. And then what happens? What happens? You end up getting angry. You end up getting pissed because you go out of your way for them, and they're still not satisfied. And then not only that, they don't go out of their way for you. You end up being drained. Energy vampires. It's a real thing. They're everywhere. And you have to learn to protect yourself. It's not like wishing that there were no energy vampires. It's just you have to defend yourself. You look at nature, a lot of animals, they have to defend themselves. Human beings, are we defending ourselves? Are we? We have to ask ourselves that question. We really do. We have to check in. We really do have to check in with ourselves. So I'm going to share with you one thing that can help you to quit this whole thing of people pleasing. Pay attention to the people around you. Pay attention to the majority of the world. You know, it's sad, but unfortunately, people are addicted to many things. People are trying to fill a hole inside of them. They're trying to fill it with material things. We have a lot of hoarders. We have a lot of crazy things happening. Crazy things that are happening, but it's so common that we just think it's normal, but it's not normal. So think about this. Think about it like, look at this, right? Majority of people are unable to please themselves. If majority of people could please themselves, the world would be a different place. We would not have all this fighting and all this stress, anxiety, and all this disease if people were pleasing themselves. This is the case. And when I say pleasing themselves, I'm not talking about masturbation. That is a way of pleasing yourself, yes. But I'm talking about pleasing yourself in a way like that you feel fulfilled, following your heart, following your goal, being honest with yourself, being authentic with yourself, doing the shadow work, learning more about yourself, getting to know who you are so you can actually please yourself, so you can actually know what you need to do in order to be happy. Because if you're people pleasing though, for the most part, instead of doing what makes you happy and what would be good for you, what would move you forward, you're going to set that aside and do it for somebody else. Not that that's always a bad thing, but when that's your life, when you literally start living for other people all the time, but you never actually check in with yourself, this is a trap. You have to balance it out. So the thing is, I want to say is that if people are not able to please themselves, how do you expect to? If they're spending their whole lives with themselves, they're spending 24 hours a day with themselves in their own minds, and they know what they're doing and things like that. They might not be conscious of it, but they're doing whatever they're doing. If they have all that time with themselves, there's no way that you could spend that much time with somebody else. There's no way you can know somebody else more than they know themselves because they're spending more time with themselves. Well, if they spent all that time with themselves and they still don't know who they are, and they still don't know what pleases them, and they still cannot find a way to please themselves, what makes you think that you can? Remember that it's not your job to please other people. Even if you're in a relationship with somebody else, it's not your job to please your partner. That is their job. Their happiness is in their own hands. Their healing is in their own hands. You can help. You can assist. And the best way you can help and assist is by taking care of your own healing. It's by taking care of your own traumas. That's your best way. That's your best tool. Not only will that help you out, that will give you so much more energy in order to help them out whenever they need to. Because if you're not doing that, if you're not taking care of yourself first, you have nothing. You have to fill your glass first. This is the year for you to be selfish, And we need to change the belief about being selfish around. Being selfish is a good thing. If we're not selfish, if we don't take care of ourselves, we can't help anybody else. We really cannot. You look at when you go on an airplane, what did it say about the mask? Put on your mask first and then help somebody else. Now, why are we not doing that in life? We are worried about saying no to somebody. Oh, if we say no to them, they're not going to like us anymore. If you say no to somebody and they don't like you, let that person go. You don't need that person in your life. They will understand. You're saying no for a reason. If they try to guilt trip you or anything like that, pay attention. The sooner you notice the behaviors of the energy vampires, the sooner you can start to protect yourself. The sooner you say no, the sooner you are being authentic. Instead of being nice, be honest. Instead of trying to be perfect, be real. Be real, be human, So that's my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. replay this, play this video, watch it over and over, and like remember these messages, write things down. Take care of yourself. Know thyself. Self-mastery. Have fun. Get to know this body. You're not your body, but get to know this body, but also get to know yourself. Get to know it all. Fall in love with yourself, man. Fall in love with yourself and let that love overflow. So that way that love will overflow to other people, because love is infinite. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.